Hello, and welcome. It occurred to me that we had not yet seen the intro to the remake since the first time you boot it up. You get thrown right in, so push the button here and see what happened. Those are the two steps to interacting with the button, is to push it and then see. It's very similar to like a switch. You would also press that and see. You know, just thinking. So yeah, we didn't see this last time, or any of the other last times. That's the game we're playing. It's Pokemon. Wow. It's got roots in it. There's some NPCs in it and like villages and buildings in this game. It's mostly just showing us places that are next to where I am, which is interesting. There's also fighting and battle and character. Sometimes there's fire. This intro, I don't remember how similar this is to the Gen 4 intro originally. Hey, we're both walking forward now. Barry's back there. I know the music is the same, or like a remix of the same, of course. But I don't remember any of the particulars. That's a pretty brilliant diamond, though. I gotta say. Who could that mysterious Pokemon be? I feel like that intro was missing some key scenes from the original, but I don't remember the original to actually know that for sure. It just feels like it lacked some impact. Anyway, so since the last time I've done a few things. Please welcome new team members. Oasis. I don't think that's how you say it. I think it's like Oasis. Oasis? I think it's Oasis. Thanatos and Clotho. I thought it was Clotho, but pronunciation guides. Pronunciation guides beg to differ. Anyways, let's take a look. Let's find them in here. Let's endure the noise. Burmy. To shelter itself from cold, wintry winds, it covers itself with a cloak made of twigs and leaves. The utter silence. Wait. You can make it loop? Is that what that is? You sure can. Anyway, I don't know why you do that. Let's see. 3 Pokemon joined to become one. It busily carries sweet nectar to Vespiquen. Ignore this one. That's not real. Wait, is Scyther not in the dex yet, I think? So much sound and loud. Yeah, Scyther's not real yet either, but Thanatos is real. So, I will have edited in footage, but Oasis and Clotho here are from Honey Trees, and Thanatos is from the Grand Underground. And in case you're wondering why I have the Heracross dex entry, it's because Honey Trees can give you Heracross. But I've had to banish this one because she has a minus attack nature, and she would make me sad to have to use. I feel bad for not using this Heracross. However, this was before I turned off autosave so that Honey Trees wouldn't screw me over like that anymore. Similarly, this Burmy has adamant nature and is male, so would evolve into Mothim, which is technically able to use both attack types. However, one of their attack types has a much better move pool than the other. And no credit for guessing which one that is. So, Scyther though. This Scyther Pokedex number question mark even has Technician. And also I know someone who's already gotten a metal coat, so I could get a Scizor at any point. But we're gonna stick with Scyther for a little bit at least, in the interest of playing fair to the game. Anyway, so I believe I can illustrate another thing about Honey Trees here. Since you can check on them. Yeah, I did slather honey on the trees, but it's been long enough without me checking them that it's now disappeared. So it takes 6 hours before the honey trees spawn anything. And then if you don't harvest them within 24 hours, you lose whatever that you got. We're gonna go over here first. Now, we're supposed to be saving someone from Team Galactic or whatever, but we're gonna go over here first. Because there's a honey tree over here that I've been using, but I haven't shown this area on camera. First of all, let's take the various berries. Various. I really should be more conscientious in regard to the berry growing. So, might as well do that. I would like to plant a berry. I will plant both of the raspberries and bluckberries that I just obtained. Because those don't have any practical purpose as far as combat goes, but it probably would be good to have more of them. You can exchange berries for prizes, after all. And make poffins and so on. I don't know all of the juicy details about these berries, but I might as well. So this is an NPC I've been avoiding. What do you have to say? Oh, so you know about capsule decoration too? Then I'll give you these stickers. Hooray, leaf. 3 of leaf. And here's the honey tree I've been using. Then if you cut back around this way, that's how you can get around the forest without going in it. But also, there's a pile of silver powder. And also, a TM82 sleep talk. One of these is more useful to us than the other one of these. Now, let me check. What do you even have right now? Okay. Now, a fun thing for the whole family that can be done here. Probably. I believe silver powder boosts the power of bug-type move, does it not? It do indeed, so I can increase Fury Cutter even more. For the record, if you weren't aware, male combi cannot evolve, whereas female combi can. So it was a good thing I decided to just save in front of honey trees and reload. You cannot change what Pokemon you are getting by doing this, but you can change like the stats and specifics of the Pokemon that you got by doing this. So in that way, I was able to obtain a female Combi, which means that we will get a Vespiquen. Vespiquen doesn't seem particularly amazing. Maybe within the context of a bug run, Vespiquen will be good. I mean, considering Kricketune has surprised me already. Anyway, we're supposed to be helping Team Galactic, but also I can go to a spooky ghost house instead. And it is Thanksgiving, the scariest holiday, so we have to. Happy Thanksgiving, by the way. It won't be Thanksgiving when you watch this, unless you're watching this a year in the future. But happy Thanksgiving. I'm thankful for all of your continued support. Happy Halloween, also, just in case. The old chateau. Ooh. Spooky instrumentation is here. Now, ooh, Echo. One of my favorite parts of any given Pokemon game is the arbitrary 5% of it that is a horror game instead. Well, if not a horror game, then at least a spooky experience, which is what this is all about. So welcome to the spooky zone of Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. Slightly less spooky due to the fact that this is like the optimal special attack EV training area due to Gastly. So we're gonna get a lot of special attack points with whoever we have in the lead here, if we just sort of leave them around. Clotho. Oh, this would also be a good point. This will help me realize something. Okay, so Clotho here. I want to say Clotho, that sounds better, but Clotho is what an automated text-to-speech voice telling me how to pronounce something said, so I believe it without even thinking about it. So, Burmy has a different cloak depending on the last area that they fought within. This will be important when Burmy evolve. So it would seem, based on what just happened, that Burmy has to actually participate in the battle to become cloaked. So let's try something out here. Clotho. Like, I'm assuming this is good enough as far as participation is concerned. This will technically give some special attack points to this Burmy that might not be doing any special attacks, but I really should not care. Oh, another thing that happened that I should mention is a couple things, actually. While I was in the Grand Underground and catching Pokemon and stuff, Dysnomia learned Venoshock, which does more damage to a poison Pokemon, and I also found a Toxic TM in the Underground. I don't think that would be in the footage that I had. But, yeah. I'm gonna have to catch one of these. Now, Clotho Do you become cloaked in trash from this? You sure did. So indoors is the trash cloak, which is part steel. In a cave is the sand cloak, which is part ground, which is actually, I think, what I'm going to want. So, you know, actually, I'm not near a cave, though, am I? Because Clotho might reach the evolution level faster than... sooner rather than later. So it might be a good idea to go cloak it up. The reason that I want Clotho to be Sand Cloak is because if we look at our team composition right now, so Burmy, upon evoluting, can become Bug Ground, Bug Grass, or Bug Steel. Currently Bug Steel in the Trash Cloak. Here we have Bug Poison. We have Bug... Are you Bug Flying or just Bug Bug? You're just Bug. Bug Flying. Bug Steel, Wind Sizor. And then Bug Flying again. So, like, this might not be our final team, of course, over here. But if we want the maximum type variety, we need to prioritize the ground type Burmy evolution, because it's the only bug ground Pokemon. And that could be handy. If I remember correctly, the grass type one is special attack. The ground type one is physical attack. Well, and they also have the corresponding defense for those. And then the steel one is even between the two. I could be incorrect here. I'm like 95% sure on the ground type one, but I might be mixing up the other two. So we're gonna backtrack a tiny bit. Just run all the way around here. Go ahead and put some honey on the tree while we're there. I will locate a cave and then rub this Burmy on the dirt and then leave. Just roll it in the dirt. By the way, I guess we can fight these two now. We can one-shot this trainer, can't we, Liz? We're the strongest in our class. I forgot. Even though I saw them in the intro to the game, they are here. Guess we can get some experience point. I forgot that there was a unique message for a double trainer sending out 2 of the same Pokemon. Burmy, you can just chill. Clotho, I should say. Let's get a look at what Venoshock looks like, because I forgot. Honestly, if Clotho somehow accidentally evolves into the Steel type, I'll be okay with this. I do kind of want to get all of the Burmy and their evolution. Because I think it'd be funny to have all 3 named after the 3 fates. You've noticed that I have kind of a naming scheme going on of Greek mythology. This is entirely because I had the idea of naming the 3 Burmese after the fates. So we still have like Lachesis, or however you say that, and Atropos to go. I learned how to tackle. I learned how to attack. Oh. Just grab Burmy by the protrusion and use as a weapon. Perfect strategy. Absolutely no thing could go wrong with this. Anyway, as far as bug types are concerned, I think we're actually running out of new friends to make already. I know that... Oh, but wait! Yeah, take that, children. That's so bad. I wish I could be strong like you when I get bigger. I guess we can go this way. Burmy should be grass again now, I believe. Technically, grass would also not be a bad thing because I don't have that type. What are you? I teach at the trainer's school and I'd like to give you a special lesson, but before I do, I want you to have these TMs. This location that we're at might be important unless they patched the game. When you get snarled at, you wince a bit. It's the same for Pokemon. The move Snarl lowers the target's special attack, or attack for short. TMs are good for only one use because we wanted the games to be less fun, so we changed it back. Shrug. I still don't get why they did that. Anyway, a cave has been located. So that location with the Snarl TM person, which has to be new dialogue, by the way, out of necessity, because Snarl wasn't a TM back then, I don't think. Or at least it wasn't obtained in the same way. Snarl is a weird TM with a weird history. It's one where you had to, like, have an item that wasn't real and never became real the first time they debuted the move, and it's not even a great move. Like, maybe I can find some use from it if anyone can learn it. Anyway, I think it was like a lock ball, but that never happens. Or yeah, anyway. Sandcloak. There we go. Now Clotho can chill in the back while other people gain points. Perhaps I should put Oasis in front so that she gains some exp. Anyway, can we look at the other Burmies in the decks now? Because I noticed it was a... Yeah. Okay, we can just look at all of them, but the description is the same regardless. Okay. Actually, wait a second. Okay, they all have the same weight and height. For a second I thought I saw those numbers change. Anyway, as I get distracted from multiple points I'm trying to make, let's go ahead and use one of these so we can work our way back. That area up there with the Snarl TM lady is a location in which, if you have the Mach Bike, which we are going to get once we actually do what we're supposed to be doing, you can go out of bounds by just driving in circles. I've seen this happen. Just for the hell of it, I want to try doing that myself when I get to that point. I think we should be okay now. For the record, something I said earlier about the Steel Burmy, which is that they have a split in attack and special attack that's the same. Like, they can do either. And also I said this about Mothim. I believe Vespiquen is also that way, and can use... Vespiquen being the evolution of Combi. I believe that Vespiquen is able to use both attack stats. Oasis here seems to be leaning more towards one than the other, but is neutral. We have a lot of neutrality happening here, by the way. And I'm okay with this, because I just wanted natures that weren't, like, actively a hindrance, like the minus attack Heracross. Because I feel bad, like, psychologically, when having to use that. I'm more worried about that than anything. Anyway, back into the spooky zone. I don't actually know what we can do here right now, if anything. But I wanted to go here and inspect how they can't clean their tablecloths, or whatever. 2 fridges, 2 refrigerators. A sign that can't be read. An antidote. You have to take an antidote when you're poisoned by fear. I think that's how it works. Maybe we can try catching a ghost while we're here too. By the way, Oasis, I believe, is a Greek goddess of misery and suffering, which is how I felt when dealing with honey trees. In case you were wondering. Also, in case you were wondering, Combi is a very weak Pokemon, which is why the male ones that can't evolve are a little bit useless. I was kind of expecting a shiny male Combi to appear while I was trying to get a decent female one. Just out of spite. You know how video games are programmed, right? They have random number generators that, like, draw on the spite that they have for the person playing somehow. Randomness programming is actually a process, like, performed by wizards and powered by the emotions of those interacting with it. It's a little-known subject. Or a little known fact about the subject, I should say. It's really difficult to tell when you hear people talk about programming, right? They use all this language that makes it sound like it's not sorcery, but they're just using code words. I'm laughing at my own joke. Oh no. Because it's code words, do you get it? Ah, Jesus. Okay, I deserved to have my pile of bees fall over for this. Right. I just want to catch this ghost. Scyther is permanently flying now, by the way. I don't know if you knew this. I think a lot of Pokemon are like this still as a remnant of the Sky battle, and they just never learned how to land again. They kind of forgot how. It's a little bit sad. Let's look at Gastly. This Pokemon's body is 95% made up of gases. The Pokemon can be blown away by strong gusts of wind. I used Gust on it repeatedly and it was fine. I detect lies and falsehoods. Oh, nope. Go to the box. It'd be funny if there was an option to just release them immediately, like a catch and release fish kind of situation. Anyway, my bee is dead. I probably could have tried a little bit more to preserve the life of this bee. I wonder if you get into battle with a Burmy and then run immediately, if that also affects their, cloak. This redone song seems to have a lot of stuff added to it. Like, I feel like they enhanced the atmosphere. Now, there might not be a whole lot we can do here, as I was saying repeatedly. Do you ever think about how every book in the Pokemon universe is about Pokemon? Like, what if you went into any given house in real life and every single thing on their bookshelf was just zoo books? That's what Pokemon is like. Everyone only owns zoo books. Everyone sees that commercial for zoo books on, like, Cartoon Network 10 years ago when they're children's, and they just become obsessed with zoo books forever. This television seems fine and normal. I believe this is a Platinum-specific event, which is one of the few things that's in here from Platinum. This TV has an oddly malevolent feel. It's as if it is staring. I don't think I can interact with that yet, judging by the fact that I didn't get jumps from the TV. I didn't get attacked by a Zoo Books commercial or anything. I might as well fight some in here, just to get some residual experience, even though the bee is dead. Oh no! Instead of experience, I'm becoming sleepy. What does it look like when Dustox is asleep? The same? Because Dustox doesn't have eyeball. Not really. Gastly! Destroy yourself! In confusion! Yeah, Dustox cannot close eyes to sleep because Dustox merely has holes in her face. I mean, if you have eye holes, you can still close them if you have eyelids, but, you know. Empty trash can. It's fine. I don't think there's any ghost happening. Like, where's the ghost at? I found a dread plate. When the universe was created, its shards became this plate. I don't remember if the plates had text engraved on them before. Surely they must have, right? I mean, I'm so used to them being just random pick-upable items in other games and not having anything like that, maybe. Because, like, if you found a plate in, say, Pokemon X, I don't think it would say anything. I think it would just be like, you found a collectible dinner item. Or whatever. I always think of the plates like that, even though they're not like that. Like, the dread plate is like it's more like an ingot than what I would think of when I think of the word plate. Yeah, dread ingot. Boosts dark. Technically speaking, if a certain Pokemon were accessible, and we got the correct plate item, we would be able to add something to the bug team that would be ridiculous. But that would only be like very, very late post-game, most likely. And also that's not accessible. I should look at these. Is there anything else I can do? I might need to give someone Flash at some point. Toxic, I feel like I should probably give to Dysnomia, actually, while we're here. Just replace poison powder with it. Then we have the toxic Venoshock combo, which is pretty good. At least alright. Snarl, nobody can use Snarl. Okay. There's still a possibility that we'll get someone who can use it in the future, maybe. Oh yeah, I was talking about, like, bug friends we've yet to meet at some point. Oh, hey. Don't you glare at me, Thomas Jefferson. That's not Thomas Jefferson. Okay, that's really funny. Can you hear the sound it's making? It has like a variety of different laughter voice clips. And like weird moans. Don't you glare at me, founding father. I don't know. Aha. If I'm hiding behind here, I can see, technically our eyes can meet. Because I can see around this dresser. Aha! I know you're looking at me. You gonna challenge me to a Pokemon battle or what? Coward. That's a really funny... Can I get in the bed? No. I want to sleep in the spooky room with the painting of the... Of the old century man looking at me. It's definitely not Thomas Jefferson, is it? I'm well versed in history, by which I mean I'm not at all versed in history. I've forgotten all of the knowledge that I've learned. Man, this spooky mansion is really disappointing. Maybe I'm not supposed to be here yet. Maybe the spooky parts are not yet quite there, except for this scary painting that stares at me with its, like, laser pointer eyes that it has. Well. There's gotta be some other stuff we can get in here. Have I already been in here? Probably. So the purpose of this mansion, other than to be mildly concerning and have a few items in it, and a Pokemon that we can't get yet. Well, that was what I was going to say the purpose was, but then... Anyway, speaking of ingots, this also looks like one of those. Old gâteau. Maybe the spooky events only occur in certain conditions. Like, they're supposed to be, like, ghosts that fade away when you get close to them and stuff, you know. Anyway. I like how the HMs are now summon a random Bidoof to solve all of your problems. Like, you just materialize a Bidoof in your hand and slash away the brush. Like a sword. Anyway. Now that we've bumbled about, explained a few things, gotten not very much accomplished, and looked at a disappointing haunted mansion that wasn't really ready for us as customers yet, that'll have to be it for this time, I think. So next time we'll actually do what the game wants us to do.